Hi guys, I'm sorry, I was running out of time because I was speaking so much about this episode. Yeah, Mick Rory ended up being, I had a feeling he was alive, like I said in the previous video. I didn't think that Leonard Snart would ever kill Mick Rory because of their bond and all that stuff, and plus, not Mick, Snart is not really a killer. The only person that Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, has ever killed is his father. And only because, his father has been so abusive to his little sister Lisa, and even planted a bomb in his sister to use as blackmail to get Snart to work with him. So that's why Snart has only killed one person, that's his dad, right? So I honestly didn't believe that he would kill Mick Rory despite how dangerous he is. So a part of me knew that he just, knocked him out somehow and left him there, because Rory said himself, only one of them was going to get out of there alive. So, I knew at one point he wasn't going to kill Mick Rory, but he was going to try to incapacitate him so he could just leave him there and, leave. But I had no idea that the frickin' Time Masters would find him and train him to be a bounty hunter named Kronos. That just threw me off, by the way. Anyway, before I go, toward the end of this episode, did you see the cute little girl that Ra's al Ghul had, guys? I was so happy when I saw the girl, because at first I thought it was Nyssa. You know, his daughter Nyssa, the one from Arrow. But then when Ra's al Ghul said, then I realized this is 50 years in the past. I'm like, that can't be Nyssa, right? And I was like, oh, please tell me it is who I think it is, right? And my hopes and dreams came true because Ra's al Ghul said her name, and her name is Talia. It is Talia! I was so happy when Ra's al Ghul had a little girl and he called her Talia. I'm like, oh my god, it's Talia. I was hoping and praying that we get a glimpse of Talia somewhere in the Arrowverse, especially on Arrow, considering, Arrow had Nyssa al Ghul, which is Talia's sister, well, half-sister because they have the same father, and plus, Ra's al Ghul was there, so Ra's al Ghul and Nyssa al Ghul were both there, Talia's father and her half-sister were both on the show. The League of Assassins was on the show. So I was hoping and praying maybe we might get some sort of, a name drop or a glimpse or something of Talia al Ghul, and we finally get it in the Arrowverse in the form of Legends of Tomorrow. Thank you, Legends, for giving me Talia! Thank you! She's one of my favorite people from the League of Assassins. I love her because she is if you guys remember, in the comic books, Talia al Ghul is the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, and, more importantly, she is the daughter of Damian Wayne, who is, by the way, the son of Talia al Ghul and Batman himself, Bruce Wayne, and the fifth Robin, Damian! So, that's why I'm really happy to see Talia in this universe, and maybe we might get... Will we get a glimpse of an older Talia? Please tell me we get a glimpse of Talia, as a woman in Arrow or Legends, one of the two. I just want to see Talia as a grown-up. I'm happy to see her as a child, but I want to see her as a grown-up. I really do. And considering, she obviously could have had exposure to the Lazarus Pit, so she could be still young and somewhere out there in the world. They didn't say she's dead or anything, so... Give me a full grown-up Talia al Ghul, either in Legends or in Arrow, please. I want to see Nyssa and Talia al Ghul together. That'd be sick! Anyway, going back to the episode, while they're fighting, Kendra is able to get through to Sarah because, when she's fighting, finally, Kendra, because apparently the 2 years she spent in, 1958 to 1960, they were getting integrated in their lives there. Her powers, her wings and her powers, they were dormant. So during the fight, Kendra is able to release the inner hawk girl out of her. Her wings come out, knock Sarah out. She was able to get through to Sarah, and just as that's about to happen, Kronos comes out of nowhere and starts attacking every one of the League of Assassins, and the team manages to convince Ra's al Ghul to set the team free in order to knock Kronos back, because in the words of Ra's al Ghul, you brought him here, you guys kill him, right? So he sets the team free so they could fight Kronos. They're able to successfully stop him, and just before they're about to kill Kronos, in comes Snart, who, if you guys remember earlier in the episode, Snart was in handcuffs in the ship when Mick Rory left him on the ship to go after, Rip's team as mainly revenge. And we saw that poor Snart, he was able to get his gun, but, he's still trapped. Poor Snart had no choice but to ice his hand and break it so he could get the hell out of those cuffs. And that literally broke my heart because Snart he's getting on the good side. I'm really loving Snart here. And to see him ice his own hand and break it like that is like, Snarty, no! He's gonna be one-armed. He's gonna be like Captain Hook, you guys. But anyway, just as they stopped Kronos and about to kill him, one-handed Snart comes out of nowhere. He's like, don't kill him! And then Kronos reveals that he is in fact Mick Rory, and because of that they don't kill him, but they end up imprisoning him on the Waverinder because they want to try to find a way to reform Mick. So this episode, so many feels right now, especially when we got Talia al Ghul, we got the a little more reformed Snart icing and breaking his hand like that, finding out that, Snart did not kill Rory, which I pretty much predicted, but Rory, and finding out that he was rescued he has been found by the Time Masters and trained as the bounty hunter Kronos. That threw my ass off. Seeing Talia brought me so much joy. Seeing Snart ice his hand and break it broke my heart. It was just all kinds of feels, but I like the fact that, they want to try to reform Mick Rory. They really want him to be on the side of good. Especially considering, Snart was a criminal too, and look at him. He's being more of a team player. He's being more good and everything. And the fact that, Ray even mentioned, Mick saved him. I think were they in Germany at the time? Yeah, Mick saved him. And, there were moments where they saw goodness in Mick, and they believe there still is goodness in him. They just have to work a little harder to get it because of the influence of the Time Masters when he was being trained by them. And also, also the fact that we saw this really cool tech on the ship. Apparently, Rip had pretty much took a piece of all their DNA. So just in case if any of them lost a limb, they could apparently use this technology to regrow it. So yeah, Snart got his hand back, which was pretty cool to see. And also the fact that Ray Palmer had an engagement ring, guys. Let me say this here and now. Ray Palmer had an engagement ring. He was actually going to propose to Kendra, most likely in 1960. But he ended up hiding the engagement ring from Kendra. But they ended up repairing their relationship from that little scuffle they had. Not really scuffle, but the little thing they had, the little banter they had in this episode. They were able to make up and stuff like that. I mean, really make up because they were making out in his room. Anyway, he hid the ring, so will there be a time where Ray actually proposes to Kendra? And the fact that they actually said that Kendra said that she's actually fallen in love with Ray. Oh, my heart, bestow my heart right now. That was incredible. This episode was amazingly cool to see what happened to Ray, Sarah, and Kendra, and apparently they were stuck there for 2 years, so 1958 to 1960. Seeing Sarah being integrated back into the League of Assassins, seeing her being a badass there too. Seeing Ra's al Ghul again was pretty cool. Seeing Talia for the first time in live action in the Arrowverse was awesome. Hearing Kendra say that she's fallen in love with Ray was so heartwarming. Seeing how the team wants to reform Rick because they believe that they're still good in him is amazing. They're doing really well. I'm very proud of this show right now. They're doing really well, especially with this particular episode. I liked it very much. So that was my reaction rant to Left Behind. Total mind blown about the fact that Kronos ended up being Mick Rory himself. So I really do hope that there's still a chance to redeem Mick Rory and make him somewhat of a good guy, at least close to Leonard Snart good. You know what I mean? And since Kendra said she's fallen in love with Ray, I really want Ray to propose to her. And I also like the fact in this episode before they leave, because Ra's al Ghul releases Sarah from the League, Sarah actually tells Ra's al Ghul to send his daughter to to a place near an island, which is Leon Yu. Remember, she was on Leon Yu with Oliver, and then it was really funny because Rachel goes like, "Why would I send my daughter Talia to a mission over there?" It's like, not Talia, your other daughter, the one that's about to be born soon, the one that's gonna be born later. I'm pretty sure you're gonna name her Nissa. So that was really cool. I don't know if should she have said that he's gonna have another daughter and she's gonna name her Nissa? Wouldn't that screw up the timeline a little bit? I don't know, because if he knows about that he's gonna have another daughter, wouldn't he do something that might change it and Nissa might not appear anymore? I don't know. I'm just saying. But then again, considering the recent Flash episode and the only thing that changed there was Pied Piper, maybe he still will have Nissa. You never know. But anyway, those little hints, I really do hope there's hope for Mick Rory. I really do. But anyway, I love this episode, and I hope to see more awesome episodes later. So, bye, BooTube.